the feed, the YouTube feed. Customization. If I push out my YouTube feed, how's it going, Erica? Who? I don't know what you're trying to say there, but that's fine. Whatever. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. How do I find... Oh, why is it so blurry? Let's just close that for a minute. I don't know why it's so blurry. Where is my... I wonder if I can do anything in the hub. Okay. I don't want to add a screenshot, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just... Oh, there we go. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, that's better. Sorry, I'm still trying to learn this. So I just decided to go on live with TikTok, and also I'm now on live with YouTube. And now let's see if we can push out this live to Facebook. What's on your mind? Going live to take out DILEGACYBUILDUR. BUILDUR. Digital marketing. Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, now let's see here. Where did that go? We're still live, I think. Oh, this is why I have so many troubles. Okay. And for those of you who don't know me, here we go. All right. Thanks, guys, for bearing with me on my technical difficulties. So you guys, just so you know, my name is John, and I'm here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I am here, I'm talking about digital marketing, and hopefully we'll get that camera a little bit better. I'm not sure why the camera keeps going out of focus, but I don't have a way to adjust anything with the camera, I don't think. That's pretty good. Good. Hey guys, thanks so much for being with me here. Again, my name is John, and I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am here trying to talk with you guys about digital marketing and what we call the Legacy Builder program. I'm going to move this over here. Let me see if I can get my Facebook back up over here. Just kind of fumbling. Oh, here it is. Fumbling a little bit here. This is my first time going live on TikTok and what is this other program called? Let me just check the feed. Oh, okay. Yep, it's working. So anyways, I'm here. I'm just talking about myself right now. I wanted to kind of let you know that I'm 44 years old and that I am in digital marketing, and I am, really excited. I've been in digital marketing for about a year now. I started, back, I want to say around February or so, and got a whole bunch of experience, met a whole bunch of really awesome people, got really comfortable, basically, just comfortable in general, being able to talk and go live and produce content. Everyone starts from a state of suck, right? Everyone starts from, I don't know what I'm doing and I need to learn. And that's what the first year was for me, for sure. And so right now, my goal is to be able to help other people that are interested in getting started in digital marketing, affiliate marketing, anything to do with making money online, right? Because that's really what I'm excited about. I know that you can get into digital marketing. It's a huge field. There's a lot out there. There's a lot of different, ways to get started. But we like to say we want to get rich with a niche. You want to kind of find out who your niche is and then who your ideal customer is, right? Because there's so much out there. There's so many things you could do. What I want to do, what I want to focus on, who my ideal customer may not be your ideal customer, and that's totally fine. That's a blessing and a curse, but we can certainly talk about that more in detail as well. So what I wanted to come on here and do is talk to you guys about digital marketing and getting started in the program. Now, I was here with a $7 course called Legendary Marketer. Hey, Bridget, how's it going? Or Budget Mom, I'm sorry. Felicia, hey, Felicia. Sorry, I misread that completely. Felicia, and it's good to see you. And so I'm just here. My goals right now are to get out of debt and become more financially independent, so that I can travel more, that I can go ahead and I can, take off when I want and not be, afraid. Obviously want to be respectful of my job, but I want to have options. I don't want to I don't want to be in need to rely on one source of income. I want to be able to pay off my debt, but ultimately the way I want to do that is by increasing my income, right? Being able to be more financially independent so I'm not reliant on borrowing money from other people, I think is really what I see. I don't have a whole lot of expenses, but every time, there's a bump in the road, we get the credit card out, we do what we need to do to kind of take care of things. And, that always kind of adds up. Right. And so I want to break that cycle. And so the way that I want to do that is I want to be able to find a side hustle where I can make additional income. Right. Because I don't feel like I have, all that many expenses, and I understand, it's important to set a budget and have, your expenses tracked and things like that. And I think those are all good things. But, ultimately, it's also, when I have more free time than I do money, then I want to be able to utilize that free time so that I can be a little bit more efficient and learn some high income skills. Digital marketing allows me to do that. So I be able to come online and I can work for 2 hours a day every day coming on here, which ends up being about 14 hours a week, and I'm able to go ahead and serve the people that I want to serve, people where I was last year, and I have had so much success, from a social standpoint, from a standpoint of being able to really branch out and build relationships with other people, and this program really made a lot of sense to me, and I know there's not a perfect program out there, right? But the reason I really love this program is because it talks about goal setting and it talks about, game planning and looking at like 90-day sprints and, dealing with your mindset, so that you always have something positive to talk about. Michelle O'Neill, the leader of the community, has come out, almost every day and given us some words of encouragement, some, thing that we could literally just come out here and talk about and make content on, and that's really helpful. I'm not trying to brag. I think I'm pretty intelligent, but like I really need someone to show me step by step, when I'm learning something new. Like I want you to, I want, if when I was learning math in math class, for example, I always wanted the teacher to show me like every step of how it works so that I could reproduce it, and because it was for me, when I was doing algebra, it was, even if I didn't get the right answer, I knew that I was taking the right steps, and they could see my thought process. So I always got a little bit of credit, even though I didn't get my end results. I was able to go through a process and show my work and get some credit, right? And so to me, that's what this program does. I just came up with that on the fly, and I am not good at realizing that I have to look in two different places. So I do apologize here, but I'm going back and forth, and I am on in Insta, or what am I on here? I am on YouTube, and I am on link. What is this? TikTok. So, what questions do you guys have? Where's everyone coming in from? I see Felicia's here. There's one other person. Where are you guys all located? I don't know. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Just wanted to kind of get some engagement out here and see what we could figure out. What's all available here. I really enjoy meeting other people, and I enjoy watching other people's success, guys. So that's also why I think this is such a cool program, because they have a spot in our community where we can watch each other's wins. So it really, you know aside from whether I can do it or not, I really am encouraged and supported and inspired, regardless of, um you know the whole, like, whatever's out there, right? And so that's why I wanted to come on here. Now there's four different programs, just to kind of go over those programs right now. There's four different programs. There's a $100 program, a $300 program, a $600 program, and a $900 program, and there is financing available. So my best recommendation would be to go ahead and start with the $900 program, and then do the financing if you need to, because as you're coming on, people are able to kind of generate income, and you can just pay that off as you go, right? If you sign up and you do the $100 level one and you go up to the $300 level, every time you upgrade, you have to buy it's a digital product again. It's website fees and stuff like that. So it's you're better off if I move this. If I move this over here, I don't have to turn my head so far. I just realized that. So kind of learning as I go. But anyways, guys, this digital marketing program is really, really cool. I really like the community is really great and supportive. And also, if you're not technical, what you're doing when you're starting out is you're starting out with a digital product, right? And so the way that you collect leads, basically is through your funnel, through your online website, right? And it takes some time to get that set up. Excuse me. Just gotta. When I came on, it took me about 2 hours, but I had some experience with doing that beforehand, right? So I'm really just excited, guys, because this is something that really resonates with me. It makes a lot of sense, and I don't feel like I have to look for another product. Like I don't feel like anything's missing because Michelle O'Neill is always adding into the community. She's always making it better. She's always giving us new things to talk about or new things to look at, and new activities. When you come in with the Legacy Builder program, they have a weekly seminar that you can attend on Zoom and get actual like training and stuff like that, and they have breakout rooms and things. So it's a really awesome program, and I couldn't be happier. But I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys had. And it looks like we have a few people in here now. Let me know if you've got questions. Let me know if you want me to go ahead and give you the website. Put a one in the comments if you are new to digital marketing, or put a 2 in the comments if you've maybe been around for a while. Because I know there are a lot of other programs out there, guys, but this is the one that really makes sense to me. And I'm not here to trash anyone else's program. I've made a lot of friends in this community, and I think at the end of the day, everyone has to do what makes sense for them and what's most important for them. Um, so I don't have anything bad to say about anything. It's just that this is the program that, like, I was like, oh yeah, no. And that probably happened because I did get a little bit of that book stuff, beforehand. So I did understand like marketing and how to start a business and things like that. So I've had kind of, some other experience, that led me to this point. But I feel like I've got, you know, I know where all the wheels are. I know where all the knobs that need to be turned. So I'm probably more poised to move forward into the second year than I was 6 months or a year ago for sure. Like I have no question that I've learned skills, and the only thing that really is missing, was that kind of behavioral piece of being able to show up and be consistent every day, and then always figuring out what to learn, what to focus on, because this industry is always changing, right? And so we always want to be able to stay sharp. So a lot of those courses, that they came out with, I know, people had come out with and made a lot of money, and they do have master resale rates attached, but when the course isn't being developed anymore and it's around digital marketing, that becomes a problem, right? We want to be able to kind of always be getting the latest and greatest information. And so, I know, like the what was the program I was thinking about? Passive Profit Millionaire. I love Haley, and I think she's amazing. But I know that she stopped promoting that course, or stopped, pouring into it basically. So, the course content is there, but courses have to be refreshed every once in a while. And so we want to stay with courses that are, continually refreshed. um, but yeah, let me know, guys, what other questions you have. We have 4 people in here. Where are you guys? Are you guys from inside the United States or outside the United States? I'm just curious where people are coming from, because this is a global business, and we have people that can do this business anywhere. There are a lot of people I know in Canada that are involved in digital marketing, and there's also a lot of people that are in Africa, believe it or not, and Southern or South Africa, I guess. Um, so in the community, and so this is a global business that you can really do any time of day or night. Thanks, Candy. How are you? And from anywhere really. So it's really cool. I need about 4 things. I need a website. I need an internet connection. I need probably a cell phone and a laptop. And you know, um, can get pretty set up. I can get set up pretty quickly. I'm doing really well. Are you did you ever promote Legacy Builder or Daily Pay? I don't know if you've done that one or not. I know you're doing other stuff, but I didn't know. Where is the time here? Oh, 22 minutes says I'm on live. You know what? I really like going on live on TikTok because it gives me a timer. For whatever reason, when you're presenting on TikTok, it doesn't give you a timer on the host side, but I know it does when you log in and watch, which I always thought was weird. I just want to know how long I've been on here, because I get sidetracked, I guess, because I'm saying the same thing over and over again, putting different spins on it, because people will come in and out of the room, right? And so I just realized 25 minutes have passed. I know a lot of that was me fumbling trying to get both platforms up and working. So right now, I'm on YouTube and TikTok, and I'm also streaming on my Facebook channel. I don't know. Let's see if anyone's like come over here at all. Um, let's see here. Let's see. I don't know. Is anyone even watching on? It doesn't look like it. Well, the cool thing about TikTok, I mean, the cool thing about YouTube is that it archives my live. So when I'm sitting here going live, I'm recording on YouTube, and then when this gets done, I can go ahead and publish this out, and it lives on forever. So I always have a record of what I'm doing, and so it's another source of promoting, and I'm really liking just going on live, and I'm really new to YouTube. I've never really, I just started getting on live and going on YouTube, and I like live a lot, and so I was thinking that, if TikTok, ceases to function at some point, I think probably I'll start going live on YouTube and just seeing if I can kind of build a community over on YouTube, rather than other platforms, because it's just strictly, going live and it records. So I but yeah, no, I can't be better, guys. I'm super excited going into this whole space, being able to be part of the digital growth community. One other thing that I do as well too is I'm also planning a trip. I'm a travel agent, and I'm planning a trip and going on a cruise, a group cruise. So people are interested in that. Essentially travel is just another way of doing marketing, right? And so I'm one of the things that I'm marketing outside of wanting to help other get people get started in marketing is I'm doing my own travel, and I'm starting to market groups and stuff. So right now I have a group in February going to um, the Caribbean, on a princess cruise. So it's just really cool, guys, because this marketing thing is so big. There's so many different aspects of it. um, I'm kind of dipping my toes in a couple different areas. um, but again, the reason I'm doing that, guys, is because I think it's good business to not put all your eggs in one basket, right? And to have different things that are, um, you know, of interest, I think are super important, right? So I have no problem talking about other things, outside of digital marketing courses and programs, because I can still talk with other people about travel and don't feel like I'm making people switch between or choose between starting digital marketing and wanting to either promote travel or go on travel. So I feel like I can really do both of those things, and it's really just overall helping me gain more experience marketing to different groups of people, right? Um, so that's what I'm kind of excited to be able to do that, and I've learned that through taking courses like this digital legacy builder program, where I can, get to know, my audience, get to know who my ideal customer is. Because my ideal customer, guys, is somebody who's, either, in debt or wanting to change their life, wanting to be basically get out of debt and become financially free. And then what do you do with that time? You want to spend it with your loved ones, your family members, through vacations, right? So that's kind of what I'm after, right? Like, I want people to feel like they have income. I want people to feel like they can come out and do digital marketing. And if you solely want to focus on vacations and promoting travel, we have a program for that. But a lot of people come in and they don't understand what digital marketing is. And so they want that education of wanting digital marketing, and so that's why I have a program for that as well as talking with Lavardi, which is my travel partner that I work with, and also my travel agency, which is just through Travelogy. So I have a lot of things going on, and I know it can be kind of confusing, and I really want to come on live right now and just focus on digital marketing. I'm only bringing those things up because I want people to realize the potential of, like, how marketing is really everywhere. We have the probably understanding of what marketing is, but people don't really fully understand it, because it's like you do marketing every day, you just don't know it. Like, today I went to this diner down the street. It's called what is it called? Um, Uptown Grill, and I had a really great sandwich there. But the problem is that when I tell you about Uptown Grill, they don't pay me to talk about it, right? But there are so many programs and companies out there that will pay you literally to talk about their product, their service, and you can turn around then and make money, and be able to promote that product or service for someone else. you know um I'm going on a cruise through Princess, right? And so I'm going on a cruise through Princess, and I'm talking with you guys about it because it's going to be in February during Valentine's Day weekend. And if people want to go, then I get a little bit of a cut because I'm talking about it. I'm talking about going going on a cruise, and that's really cool. But, like, what's the problem with going on a cruise? People that don't have money, people that have bills, people that have responsibilities, family obligations. So that's also why I want to talk with you guys about digital marketing, because I feel like digital marketing is really something that really can help people be able to travel more. Just learning the skills of digital marketing, coming on here, showing up every day, 2 hours a day, and being able to turn around and make it into a business. What would your life look like if you could spend 2 hours a day for the next year, and build a business where you make an extra, let's say, you know, between 500 and $5,000 a month, conservatively. Not to say that you can or you will. It's not a guarantee, but I'm just saying, like, if you can, figuring out what to cut, and because people spend their time doing whatever, right? People spend their time doing things anyways, but a lot of times people don't spend their time investing in themselves. They spend time just relaxing or hanging out. So if you can turn around and learn digital marketing skills and be able to, help help yourself or help your family by investing in yourself and turning around and making that into a business, then that's really an important thing to be able to do. So that's what I'm here to talk about, guys, because I really want, that to make sense to people. I hope that makes sense. Do you guys have any questions? Because I feel like I've just been rambling on for a little bit, and I want to make sure that, I'm not being disrespectful and not answering your questions. So, um, by the way, that bottle back there, I don't know if people realize. Oops, over here, this bottle over here, that is from Harrods in London, and I keep that up there because I had a really good time. I went to Harrods in high school. My parents took me to London, so I've always grown up wanting to travel, or being able to travel, and so like as an adult, I want to be able to continue to do that, right? And so a lot of people don't know that bottle up there that's what that's from. It reminds me when I'm sitting here, that it's possible to travel, and then obviously my parents are back there too. I just realized that I've put that back there, and then I didn't realize that a lot of people don't even understand what those things mean to me. There's a picture of my parents back there, and then Mr. Groves. That's my name. I'm Mr. Groves, but it was also my dad's name, and that was his name badge when he started in the insurance business, working for Metropolitan Life. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know because that's why I have that stuff back there. It just reminds me of what I'm doing here, traveling and family and all of those things. I'm getting the bumps here. I gotta put this back in here. And just to confirm that I am still a live person. Welcome in, guys. I see we got some new people coming here. Isabel, is it Isabel? I'm talking here about digital marketing, affiliate marketing, and travel. And I just didn't know if you were familiar with the Legacy Builder program or talking about traveling more. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. I'm happy to go over anything. Otherwise, I'm just kind of out here. Hey, Nicole, how's it going? I've been on here about 34 minutes. Did you want to come on live, or I know you said you had kind of a busy weekend, so I didn't know if you wanted to come on here. But I'm talking about all kinds of things. I'm actually live streaming on TikTok and YouTube right now. I'm pulling one out from Michelle and her or pulling one of her tricks out here. So I'm going to be able to archive some of my lives and to see how well they do on TikTok and I think I said YouTube, TikTok and YouTube. Yeah, I'm being bold here. I say, and then I was also interested because I got 34 minutes here up on the clock. TikTok doesn't give me the information on there. So I've just been sitting here talking, and I was just telling people about, I'm interested in digital marketing, but I'm also interested in travel. And my goal is to really, like work in the travel space and also, be in digital marketing because I really think that a lot of times people would travel more, but they don't have the money to be able to do so. And so I think the Legacy Builder program is a way to be able to do that, something to look forward to, aside from, paying off your debt and things like that. So those are kind of my goals. That's kind of the people that I'm looking for in the car, so I can't right now. Okay, yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah. I like I said, I don't know. I'll probably be on here for a little bit longer. I'm gonna grab a soda. My unfortunately, talking for 30 minutes gives your mouth a little bit of a dry spell. um, yeah, for sure, for sure. I'll be right back though. So Nicole, did you say? I heard you say. I think that you spent a lot of time, like traveling for like sports, like with your kids and stuff. Is that right? Awesome, guys. So I don't know. We got two people in here right now. Just to kind of oh, I swallowed wrong. Um, just to kind of recap here. Again, my name is John, and I'm here to talk with you guys about digital marketing and social media, travel, and being able to live life on your terms. You know, so much time I've seen this happen so many times where people are just really burnt out and don't feel like they have a choice, or they are working and working and working, and it's just kind of like a hamster on a wheel, in the rat race, so to speak, right? And like my goal for wanting to do this is to get out of the rat race, to be able to live life on my own terms and be able to travel more, and pay off my debts, and just be really, really happy with who I am, and not have to do things because I'm beholden to other people. And I don't, that isn't to say that I don't want to serve other people, but I don't want to be trapped to be, in debt, or feel obligated to help people, um, when it's not the best situation for me and my goals, right? Um, so I'm just really excited. I really, really like this digital growth community. I think Michelle is an amazing servant leader. I think she has the ability to really reach people and really get down, and it's not surface level, guys. That's what I was really excited about. She was talking about, I don't know, she was live on YouTube yesterday and today, and she was talking, really digging deep. You'll see a lot of people get excited about wanting to have financial freedom, but that what does that really mean? What I think financial freedom is to me is completely different than what it means to other people, everyone else on this live, right? And so what I learned was, what I was able to do is take away that what we really want to focus on is being independent, being able to spend time with the people that we care about, being able to make sure that we take care of our house, our business, so to speak, because those things are important to me. But financial freedom means different things to different people. What it means to me is to be able to look at not having any debt, not being financially obligated to someone else. Because when you borrow money from someone, right, and you have to pay them, and then now I have to pay the money back to them before I can do other things, or I continue to go into debt. That's not really a good situation, right? So my thing is, I have a lot of bills. I have a lot of debt that I want to take care of. And the way for me to do that is to literally leverage my time by spending 2 hours a day, which is time that I have because I don't have a whole lot of other obligations, but I can spend those 2 hours a day doing basically, high income skills that can potentially earn me another whole full-time income. And the reason I say that, guys, is because what we're really doing is we're really building and leveraging what we call digital real estate, right? And so digital real estate is basically going online on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, and being able to work through and talk about what we're talking about here, digital marketing. But the cool thing is that content, when I'm streaming on YouTube here, this program here will live on forever. So you can come on here tomorrow and you can watch it again and again and again, and when I'm sleeping, people can still come on here and talk with me about what I learned from digital marketing, and this is all possible through this program. I did not go live on YouTube before Michelle said that's a great thing to do, be able to do. So the program I'm talking about, you guys, just so you know, is called the Digital Growth Community, and it comes with the program. We're really calling it a program because it doesn't really have an ending, date. Um, and it's the Legacy Builder program. It's a $900 program, and literally it gives you all the skills to come on and show up confident every day in your business, whatever it is. If you have a digital product that you want to promote, that's great. If you don't, there are 4 products that this program comes with that you can turn around and immediately start re-promoting or reselling. But if you have your own digital business, or you have a business, other, like I said, talking about travel and stuff like that, it's really teaching me how to go out and leverage being in travel and talking to people about travel and making content on travel and that can be a whole nother thing for me. So I'm kind of being able, when you're doing one thing or the other, it kind of feels like none of it is interrelated, but marketing is everywhere, right? Marketing is kind of the glue that holds everything together. That's why I can teach someone marketing, and I can travel, and I can tell people about the places I travel, and then I can promote those places. So I'm really doing all the things, but it's really giving me a chance to be able to not have to bow down to other people and say, oh, well, I can't do this because I have to do this thing over here. I don't want to be able to do that. I want to be able to serve people, and I want to be able to help people, and I want to be able to meet people where they're at. And I want to be able to go through and work with people that are interested in making a change for the better, that are interested in taking back their life and being financially independent and feeling like they can do whatever they want. And so that's why I'm here. That's why I get so excited about this program, because I've learned the digital marketing skills, right? But what this program teaches me is the fundamental skills of showing up every day, having those behavioral skills, not just the knowledge skills, right? And so the behavioral skills are important because showing up every day for a little bit, we get into compounding. We can do compounding and things like that, right? um, I know Nicole was talking about how when she first come onto this community, it was really predatory. She thought it was kind of a predatory thing to say that only 2 hours a day you can make, well, 2 hours a day forever, you know, um, 2 hours a day. So, I heard this thing one time. People were saying that, there was a group, I don't know where they were, but they were a group that really believed in doing a rain dance, and the thing is with the rain, you can't predict the rain. And so what they would do is they would go out and they would dance until it rained, and it was 100% successful, and that is how this business is to me. I know that if I show up every day and I do my dance, so to speak, I know I will be 100% successful, and I don't have any question about that. Now, am I going to pivot? Am I going to shift? Am I going to be doing the same thing every day? No, I'm not. But the thing is just like a job where, tomorrow at 8 a.m., I'll be at my desk ready to work. I treat this business the same way. I spend 2 hours a day working. I make content. I go through the motions. I go and I attend the sessions, and I learn, and I'm always constantly being plugged in, because what I'm doing is I'm indoctrinating myself, and it's becoming part of my identity. And then when it becomes part of my identity, it becomes part of my beliefs. And when it becomes part of my beliefs, it becomes part of my values. And then what I can do is I can become a value-driven person, and I can share those values with other people. So it really does feed into that. And that's what you don't may not realize is that I went to school and I studied communication, right? And so you know we talked a lot about that in school, your attitudes, your values, your beliefs, but how do you get there, right? When you're doing something new, there's a whole transitional process when you're starting something new, where you have these 3 different stages of kind of like, I forget what they were. It's been a while, but it's like you have complete unawareness of this, thing that's out there. And then you learn about it. You have that kind of encounter stage, and then you go through the whole The secondary stage of like not being new and not being like fully on board, and then there's the third stage where you're like totally immersed and totally in and total, and that's where I want to go, and that's where I want to be able to help other people go. But it's a process, right? And so when you start out and you're talking about what you're doing, hey, I'm showing up 2 hours a day. That doesn't mean I'm doing the same thing every day. It doesn't mean that if I only show up 2 hours a day, that it's going to be, um, I'm going to, definitely have this particular result. But what it does do is it does tell me that if I show up 2 hours a day, every day, if I'm consistent and persistent, there isn't anything I can't do, and that says a lot to me, because it speaks to me on so many different levels where I can really be, someone who plugs in every day, who does my content every day, who is able to show up and be of support and service to other people. Those touch on my other pillars of who I am as a person, because I enjoy helping other people. I enjoy showing up and watching other people's success, you know and so that's why I think this is such a great business, because I'm not really selling anything. I'm sharing opportunities and I'm sharing experiences, and I'm helping other people realize that they don't have to be where they are. They can be where they want to be, and that's what this business means to me, is being able to make that transition between not knowing anything about what you're doing to fully being immersed into, I forget what that's called, but there's a 3-stage model. I I forget what it's called. It will come to me. Bring me up. Who's bring me? I don't know who you are, Matthew Craig. It's so weird. When I first started doing this, I was so um timid. I guess I didn't know what to say. You can go back, and I used to go live every day with Ken. What is her name? Ken. She goes by Ken. Um, Kensley, or I always mispronounce her full name, but and I literally would come on live and be afraid to open my mouth, like literally, like, because I would like always have to have a thought on what I wanted to say. This was not natural for me to sit here and talk with you guys for 50 minutes rambling on. I hope I'm not rambling on. I mean, I hope I'm providing um, some value. But what I'm saying is, when I first started coming on, I felt like I was just rambling on. I hope I've gotten over that. And so if that's a fear that you guys have, what does that take, right? It takes showing up every day, working through the process, realizing that you're not alone, that there are skills and tools and things that are out there. One of the things for me is what I learned from Michelle was being able to understand who I'm talking to, because I could come out here and just talk to anyone, and so if you wanted to talk about fishing, I don't know much about fishing, but I could certainly talk with you about it. But I'm not really looking for people that are into fishing, but I mean, I don't have a problem if that's what you want to do, but that's not who my ideal customer is, right? And so that's what I didn't understand, learning who your ideal customer is. I can come on here and I can tell you that I'm looking for someone who's financially, has financial goals and wants to be financially independent, who wants to be able to travel more, who wants to be able to spend more time with their family or their friends, quality time, right? So that's my thing. That's who I want to be. That's who I think I am. I want to be able to spend time with my family. I want to be able to spend time with my friends, and I don't want to be in a situation where if I want to take a 3-week cruise in a 6 months, that I can do that and I don't have to worry about it, because I have options where I can say, well, I've got you know, the ability to pay for the cruise, first of all, and then, being able to say, hey, I'm going to do this, and maybe if I, really want to travel, maybe I can't, I don't have vacation to do that much traveling, but this gives me that ability. This gives me that ability to take a long weekend, if I want. So just to being able to bank up my travel balance, that's huge for me. Being able to spend time with my family. Every time we have a holiday, my family gets together. It's Memorial Day right now, and everyone was gathered, but I wasn't feeling great. I feel like I'm got all stuffed up, and I think I had a cold. So I chose not to go, right? But ultimately, the other reason I chose not to go is because it takes an extra day just to travel there, and it would have been nice to take off on Friday, and take an extra Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, But whatever, it is what it is. I'd be able to work up to that, and so I'm excited about being able to just, have that potential. Hey, Matt, I don't know who you are. I don't know. I don't just bring people up um, without knowing who they are. I'm gonna see if I can find some people to bring up here that are in the program. Hold on for just a second. I'm gonna end this though. I'm gonna end. Well, I've been on 5 minutes here. I'm gonna just see if we can find some other people that are. Hey, April. Oops. Oh, you know what? I should do it the other way. Oops. I'm just inviting random people here. I don't really mean to be doing that, but oh well. I can always boot them out, I guess. Mary Ann. All right. Well, I'm probably gonna head out. I got 5 minutes. Are there any questions? Does anyone have any questions about what we're talking about? Hey, April, how's it going? You guys have any questions for me? I just want to make sure I answer any questions before I head out. I got about 5 minutes here. I've been on for about an hour. I really do like this timer. I have to do that. I'm really bad about time. Like I just get passionate about talking about things, and I kind of lose track of my time and things like that. So if you guys don't have any questions, that's fine. I do encourage everyone to go to my website. If you could, please go to my website. And my website is www.john. My first name is John, which is Jon. And my last name is Groves. Groves is Grove as in Victor, ES as in Sam. Daily pay, daily, like today, dailypay.com. So it's John Groves dailypay.com. All that information's in my LIB. So if you guys want to check that out, if you've got questions, you can always send me an email too, and I'm always happy to answer any questions you guys have. I'm more than happy to talk with you guys, and I hope everyone has a great night. And let's see here. We got about 3 minutes left. So I just wanted to double check and make sure there weren't any. Clayton, how are you? Welcome in. Got through my first hour long live, guys. I'm super excited. My first live going on TikTok. I mean, I'm gonna put some stuff in my hair. It's kind of dry, getting a little dry here, I guess. I'm gonna try that here after I get out. But I'm just gonna wait it out, and if there's no other questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions, guys. Just so you know, we're talking about daily pay and the digital growth community. There's 4 different income streams that you can get started with. The courses, all of 4 courses, are going to teach you digital marketing. There's a $100 level course, a $300 level course, a $500 level course. I'm sorry, a $600 level course, and a $900 level course. So you can really get started at any level, and then we can either talk about leveling up, starting at 100, and then upgrading to 300, or you can do financing, as another option as well too. So whatever people's situation is, we want to try to be as accommodating as possible, and we do also offer split payments as well. So that's something you're interested in. I know a lot of people are coming up to the end of the month, so people might be waiting until they get paid. I know I get paid on the 31st or whatever, last day of the month. By the way, that was a really big transition. I used to get paid every 2 weeks, and now I get paid every 2 weeks, but it's not always every 2 weeks because some months have longer um, pay periods than others. Hey, Digital Amy, what's up? Just on the tail end of my live here, just hanging out for questions. All right, 43 seconds. Anyone else? All right, guys, have a good night. Take care.